Hey guys, this is David. I'm glad you found my channel and decided to watch my video today. Today we're going to go over a $650 build I put together. It's good for 1080p gaming. It should be able to run just about any game you want to at 1080p at playable frame rates. Stay tuned to see what parts I decided to put in it. Thank you. Hi all, it's David again. Imagine that, huh? Hey, like I said in the intro, today we're going to be looking at about $650 system. The base price of it out of pocket is going to be $710.69. You got $70 worth of mail-in rebates, and your total price is going to be $646.67. Now keep in mind these prices are at the time of filming. They are subject to change without notice. So take that into consideration when you pull up your part list to put yours together. Your prices may vary some. Probably a good bit because of the time of the year. It's mid-December right now, so yeah. Let's start out with the processor. Today we're going to be building with the AMD FX 6300 Vashir 6-core 3.5 gigahertz. The turbo is up to 4.1 turbo. It does take the AM3 Plus socket on the motherboard. Pretty good processor from AMD. Like I described in the other one, they do run hotter than the Intel. And they do use a little bit more power over the lifetime of you using it. That's just AMD for you. Ain't a whole lot that can be done about it. You know, if you want to save power and whatnot, go with an Intel build. When you're talking budget systems, you need to be talking AMD. This is a 6-core. Why I went with a 6-core instead of a quad-core for gaming. The 4-core FX series, it was $10 more expensive. It was pushing 4.1 out of the box, and turbo went up to like 4.5 or something like that. But the 6 cores, I think you'll find that that's better for your video editing, your Photoshop and whatnot, and it saves you $10. I think it was worth getting a 6-core processor for. It does not have onboard graphics. We will be putting a graphics card in this one. Yes, all, we have made it to the point to where we're going to start putting graphics cards in on machines. Imagine that, huh? I figure y'all are probably mad at me because I didn't put a discrete graphics card in a $450 bill, but it just wasn't in the budget, and it wasn't really a gaming PC. For the motherboard for this one, we went with the ASRock 970 Pro 3 Revision 2.0 AM3 Plus motherboard. It's got 6 gigabit per second interface. And you got 2 USB 3, looks like you got 6 USB 2s on the back, your Ethernet port. I believe this one's also running the 7.1 stereo. Yep, 7.1 channel audio on it. That makes for a good gaming experience in my book. Alright, next we went with my old favorite. The Crucial Ballistic Sport 8GB 2x4 stick RAM at 16 megahertz. Same thing as I used in the $450 system. And I actually used it in one of my other videos, I believe. RAM is RAM. You should find something that's got decent reviews on it and you use it. And as long as it's available, you stick with it. For the price, 16 for 8 gigs. At $35 on Newegg. I think that's where they got you buying it from. Yeah, it's Newegg. That ain't too bad of a price, and they do make good products. So there ain't no sense in going away from it. For the storage, we're going with the same storage as I did in the $450 build. It's a 120 gigabyte SSD Team Dark L3 for the boot up drive for your OS and most of your applications. 120 gig ain't a whole lot of storage, so we're also going to go with the Seagate Barracuda 1 terabyte 7200 RPM 1 terabyte hard drive, just like I did with the $450 system. Between this and the $450 system, we did change out the processor, we changed out the motherboard. But other than that, and I think we got a little bit more power for PSU or power supply unit. And we also put a dedicated graphics card in here for a 1080p max performance, which we're going to get to now. For the graphics card, for this price range, I went with the XFX Radeon R9 380. It's got 4 gigabytes of RAM at 256-bit, the GDDR5. The XFX series, they're a good manufacturer of video cards. I've never had no problems. As you can tell, everything I recommend, I've never had no problems with it. I wouldn't be recommending them to you guys. The R380, if you look it up online and look at the benchmarks, they'll run just about any game you want at 1080p on ultra settings, max settings, like I said. Besides at the beginning of the video, when I said at the beginning of the video, if you have the high texture packs, it may suffer some on them. You know, like Shadow of Mordor, and what's the other one? Minecraft. It has pretty high texture packs too that you can download. If you do that, then you know, it may not run on ultra settings, but it should still run fairly high settings for you at least. I mean, it should pretty well beat up any 1080p game out there that you want to throw at it. Next, we got my favorite again, the 200R by Corsair for the case. It's got the one intake and the one outlet fan. It's got the two USB 3 on the front of the case, the audio, the microphone and the headphone jack. Got the power button, reset button, the LED flashing light, you know, let you know when your hard drive is moving and whatnot. And I've said it in my other videos, you know, I can't find a case to beat this one in this price point. And about $50 for the case is about what I'd recommend for these kind of builds, for the cheaper builds. My next build I might go with a little bit higher end case. You can also get the 200R if you'd like. You can also get that one in the sided window if you want to show off your build. I went with the solid case with the extra vents on the side, mainly because of that's where the video card's going to be, and it's going to help pull in extra air for that video card to help keep it cool. Next, we're going to go with a Corsair CX 750 modular 80 plus bronze certified PSU for this system. The video card, if you look at the video card, it recommends you go with a 650 watt, I believe, power supply. So this is a little bit better than what they recommend. Yeah, right there it is. XFX recommends power supply of 650 watt PSU. I went with a 750 watt. That way it gives you a little bit of a headroom, you know, if you want to throw an extra hard drive in there, or extra SSD, or you want to upgrade your RAM in the future to 16 gigs or 32 gigs, you know, you'll have the power to be able to do so. Corsair, again, they make good components. I've never seen one of these power supplies go bad. So, you know, $75 for power supply, 750 watts is a pretty good price. Let's see, is that where they're having you pick it up at? Yep, they're having you pick up Newegg. With the $20 mail-in rebate, you pay $54.99 for the power supply. Pretty good deal, not bad. And of course, again, we went with Microsoft Windows 10. I don't see no sense in going with any of the other ones. Eventually, they're going to make everybody upgrade to Windows 10, so you might as well buy Windows 10 and get it over with. Face the bullet, or go with Linux-based system, which is a free OS. There is some complications with some games being compatible with it. You may have to hack into the programming of the games to get them to play on Linux. If you don't want to get into programming and all that, I'd go with the Microsoft Windows 10 Home Edition. But well, that's the rundown of reports. Like I said at the beginning, your total is going to be $710.69 out of pocket. You're going to have $70 worth of mail-in rebates. The total is going to be $646.67 for this build. But it should run any game you want at 1080p on very high to ultra settings. Unless there's a few of them that you may have to turn down if you have the texture packs or whatnot. But that graphics card should handle pretty well any game you want to throw at it for 1080p gaming. If you think you can build a better system for the price point, leave it down in the comments. I like to find out. I like to get other people's views on these. I try to put these together for the guys that's just now starting out building systems that don't really know how to price out the ports. That's why I use PC Port Picker. It's a wonderful site. If you actually look at the PC Port Picker link or page, up here at the top, it'll even tell you the recommended voltage that's needed to run this system. They're saying 394 watts to run this system, and of course I went with a 750 watt. So it gives you plenty of headroom to go with for upgrades later on in the future. You could probably even throw a second graphics card in that thing with that power supply, and you'd probably be alright with it. But leave me a comment, let me know. Don't forget to like. If you like this type of video and you like to see more from me, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you know anybody who could find this useful or a little bit even entertaining, go ahead and share it with them. Put me all over the internet and see what happens. Until next time, y'all have a good day.